Hi everyone, everyone loved my sweatpants dress, so I'm going to teach you how to make one yourself. It's actually very easy. All you need is either some basic sewing, if you want to do it by hand, or a sewing machine, in which case all you really need is a basic stitch. You don't need anything fancy. Okay, so let me show you how. Alright, first you start off with your sweatpants. I am just using these. Now what you're going to do is, you see where the crotch is right here, you are going to cut all of this open on the seam right here. You see this seam? We are just going to cut all along the seam, all the way down the pants. Okay? Now, after we cut that, you are going to have something like "to be continued." Okay. Now if you see, I've got our crotch cut all the way. Now, you don't want your skirt like this, so can you hold this camera for me, please? What I do is I take it, and this makes it easier for you to sew, is you turn it down the side. So you see now you got two slits down the side of your dress, like so. Like that. Okay? Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your sewing machine, or if you're going to do it by hand, you're going to turn this inside out. Inside out. And now you see how you still have that divot on each side of this. Right here is where your crotch was. You got them on both sides. Right here. Now you don't want that. So you notice how it starts off all straight. You are going to cut from, well, you don't have to cut, you can sew from here straight down. So all this fabric you're not going to use. You're going to cut it off when you're done sewing it. I'm actually going to show you how to do this. Okay? Now the easiest way to measure it is to use pins right here, or you can use chalk. I'll use chalk for you. See? Right here, all the way down. Can you see the chalk? I don't know if you can see the chalk. Right there. Now you're going to do the same thing on both sides. So, both sides. Now the most important thing is you want to make sure that this waist, if you're going to make it a skirt, it fits you. Also, if you want to make it a top, make sure that this waist can stretch enough to go over your breast. Because if it doesn't, you're going to have to add zippers, like I had to do with mine. And I'm not going to show you how to do that in this tutorial. This is just a quick 20-minute dress. So, to be continued, I'm going to show you again after I've already sewn this. Okay, now, you see, I already went through my sewing machine and I sewed up my sides, and I already went ahead and I cut the excess fabric off the side. Now you see, I don't know if you can see the light suction here. We got the sweatpants, and this is the side I already went ahead and cut. See how it's nice and straight and sewn. On this side, you can still see where the crotch divots. It goes down, and you can see a close up is the stitches are all along a straight line. Now you are going to cut all this excess fabric off. You don't need it past where you already sewn. You see? When you're done, you're going to have a straight dress. Now from this point, you really have two options. You can do what I did, and I kind of made it form-fitting, and since my belt right here, this was actually too big for me, so what I went ahead and did, and I started sewing from up here all the way down. But if this fits your top perfectly, you just have to start slightly underneath it where my fingers go down. So I didn't do that on this side so I could show you. This would it be if it fits you perfectly. See, there's nothing there, and then I started right here, went down. I don't know if you can see it, if you can see the stitches or not. But I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to sew my other side so it fits me. I'm going to cut off the other side, all this fabric for you. and I'm going to show you what it looks like turned the right way, and then I will teach you how to add straps if you wish to have straps on this. Okay, now I have cut all my side stitches and I'm putting the dress on. Now I think it looks really good without straps. It's actually pretty secure here, but if you want to add straps, I'll show you how to do that in another video. But it's on. Now you see you have your stitch down the side here. You have another one here, another one here, right here, and a fourth one right here. Now you only did 2 of these stitches. The other 2 were there for your pants. But this is what the dress will look like when you're done. You see it? Can my husband nod his head if you can see it? Okay, my husband's helping me. Say thanks, husband.
Thanks, husband.
I actually did it so that way the pattern on the pants was down the side. You can do it any way you want. If you want to move it so that way it is in the front, move it so it's in the front. It is completely up to you. Now, since all of these stitches are equal distance apart, you can wear this dress any way you want, except backwards, because they're sweatpants, so it's all cotton soft underneath here. Okay? Now, it is form-fitting, as you can see, so you might not want to wear granny panties with it. But, thank you. Goodbye. I will teach you how to make straps for this in another video. Thank you.